Donald Trump's global tariffs are blocked.
A trade court rules the president exceeded his authority, sending the markets soaring.
One for Trump, an international trade court has blocked President Trump from imposing his global tariffs on imports.
Well, the court accused the US president of exceeding his authority after utilising emergency powers in order to enforce the tariffs.
Well, the issue is that tariffs usually require approval by Congress. Trump claims the matter was a national emergency, so didn't bother with that. The disputed measures include a 10% tariff on UK imports.
Well, this comes as Elon Musk...
So, isn't it? Let's talk to political analyst Eric Ham, who's over in... Always said it would never end well between Elon and Donald.
And it does seem to have gone quite well between the pair. I mean, you'd think it would be absolute fireworks from the very beginning. I mean, it's two men with large egos. But actually, they seem to have worked quite well together.
Yeah, I mean, it's just that Elon's not been able to go without having a dig.
Yes.
Has it? When perhaps if he'd just zipped it a little bit, and then it would have... He has caused problems for the president just in the way he's now gone.
That criticism, yeah.
But as I say, he was going to go on the 30th... It was a fixed-term contract, as it were, so he was going to go on the 30th of May anyway. It's just the way it's...
The departure, he's just... Yeah. We were talking to Errol Musk yesterday. We were asking him about these rumours, and he was saying, oh, no, nothing to see here. Elon would call President Trump Mr Trump, and Mr Trump would call Elon, Elon. So he was saying they're good friends, get along really well. It's just the end of their tenure.
Right. Oh, well, maybe he's right. We shall see. Anyway, back over here, Nigel Farage's fantasy economics will lead to economic meltdown. At least that's according to Sir Keir Starmer, who's expected to have a speech later on today. Is the fact that with all the two main political parties, it's all very drudge. Isn't it? Do you know what I mean? It's all very predictable, it's all very slow and sloppy. At least Reform is throwing out stuff which seems exciting and it's very Trump-esque in that way. And that's going to capture people's imaginations. The question is going to be, can they deliver?
Yeah, and I think authenticity cuts through with people as well. I mean, Sir Keir Starmer, like him or loathe him, he can't shake that North London lawyer thing, can he?
No.
Whereas, at least with Nigel Farage, people feel as though they know him and they can go for a pint with him.
Yeah, interesting, because I saw an article about that this week and sort of saying it could be fake. It could be faked authenticity that they're saying about people like Farage and Trump. I have to say, the fact we obviously know him a little bit from working here, and he's the sort of person you can just sit down and have a drink with. So I don't think that, in Nigel's case, is faked. But so the big question, you can promise the earth, can you deliver it?
And actually, 4 years is quite a short time in politics, isn't it? So 4 years to get together a shadow cabinet and all your policies, it's not very long.
Let's move on to our poll of the day, should we? We're asking, can any party revive our take part? gbnews.com/poll.
Now, 18 minutes past 6, let's take a look at some other stories coming into the newsroom this morning.
Well, in a GB News exclusive, Charlie Peters has joined the leader of the Conservative Party, Kemi Badenoch, to meet one of the victims of the Bradford grooming gang. She said that a tribal instinct means some communities are reluctant to report offenders and that the culture needs to change. I have to say, the one thing that sells it for me is Diana saying, if you want to relax when you get home,
that's a good point.
Getting out of the work gear and putting your joggers or whatever on and saying, right, I'm done now I can relax, now I can switch the brain off. I think that
I hadn't thought about that before.
No, but there's a lot of sense to that.
There is a lot of sense. I also think you're taken more seriously at work if you are dressed professionally, if you're dressed smartly, dressed for the job you want and all that.
Yeah.
Let us know what you think. That's what we think. gbnews.com/yoursay.
Still to come, we've got the sport and Luke...
Welcome back to Breakfast at 7:35. We're going through all the latest sports news now. With Paul, promises are no more than fantasy.
But with his going to tear into Nigel Farage and talk about his fantasy economics and how none of it makes any sense. Of course, Nigel Farage unveiled these whole new sort of economic things he was aiming for on Tuesday, including, paying no tax up to £20,000, which would cost an awful 80 billion quid or something. It's all a lot of money. So what do we make of it all? Because there's a few implications in all of this. Let's talk to the Shadow Secretary. Love to know what you think. gbnews.com/yoursay on that one. I mean, look, I can understand what he's saying. I can understand the sense of it all. I just don't know if it works.
No, I mean, talking about preparing the playing field and making sure you've got the right team, all makes sense, doesn't it? But then you've got the likes of Reform storming ahead in the local elections. They've got momentum.
It's a momentum. It's a bit like a cafe shutting down for a refurb, and that refurb is going on for years. When it finally reopens, everyone's going to go have a cup of tea somewhere else.
They've got a new favourite.
Are they going to come back when it opens? And it's just been a very long time of hearing nothing out of the Conservatives.
Yeah, and as Farage was saying on Tuesday, they've betrayed the public. Can you get the trust back if they feel that betrayed? He said they've had a good 200 years, but they're finished. Dominic Cummings saying similar yesterday. Let's know what you think.
Don't know. All right, let's have a look at some of the key stories this morning. And the White House has confirmed Elon Musk is leaving his role in
their constituency, plus £5,000 in tax-free cash. It could all be yours. Here are all of the details that you need.
Online, you can watch that in full then, gbnews.com, also on our YouTube channel.
Well, Charlie joins us in this. Farage's economic promises are no more than fantasy. Bradford grooming gang apparently cut a large potato in half, stick a fork or a toasting skewer in it, and then run it over the barbecue grill. And then you do the same after you've finished cooking. And the potato cleans it. Don't know why or how.
Yeah, don't know. We'd possibly know if we were a bit cleverer.
Oh.
But we're a bit thick.
Well, yeah.
I'm announcing we're a bit thick, because look at, IQ tests and being in Mensa and all that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So there's Britain's smartest siblings, Krish Aurora, who's 10, got 162 in the IQ test. That makes him officially smarter than Einstein. And 11-year-old Kira got 152.
We had them on the programme a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, did you?
We're going to start with Nigel Farage and his fantasy economics that was going to lead to an economic meltdown. Well, that is at least what Keir Starmer will say in a speech today.
He's also set to accuse the biggest Great British giveaway to date, your chance to win a motorhome worth over £67,000 plus £5,000 in tax-free cash. Here's how.
Or GB News that grooming gangs are being protected by their communities. Right, Britain's Newsroom is coming up in just a moment with Andrew and Miriam.